What is going on, people? Feroncio here, and I'm back with another Battle Mage Saga episode. So now that we have defeated Morgoth, the seal to the Great Lift of Road is now lifted and we can proceed to the consecrated snowfields. We'll start this episode at the Avenue Balcony side of Grace and just walk our way to the Great Lift of Road. Before I go, I'm going to spend all of my runes, take a couple of levels, so we gain a lot of runes by defeating Morgoth and using the golden pickle fowl foot. So I'm now Vigor 29. I want to go all the way to 30, and once I reach 30 I'm going to start pumping up intelligence. But for now, let's move on. And let's talk a little bit about this next area. Folks, the next area is very disappointing. We have a bunch of enemies, mostly beastmen, some dogs, and the loot is just abysmally. It is really bad. All we have is exalted flesh, strips of flesh, grease, stuff like that. And the beastman can hit really hard if we are not very careful. So I am not going to spend all my time, killing beastmen just to get. You're going to see. So we'll kill that one and we'll kill those two. And all we have over here is beast blood, right? And this is going to keep on going for all of this area. The only thing that we have down here on this bottom side is golden runes, very little interest loot. And at the end, we do have a perfumery bottle that I'm really not interested in getting. So I am going to ignore this whole bottom part and just move on the top. And if you want to fight, this whole area here, then start with the bottom, clear the bottom, and then move to the top to clear the top. But also, the top is very disappointing. We have all those beastmen completely hide in the vegetation. They are really hard to see. So you looking from here, you don't see anything, right? But there is one here, one there, and the third one, it is right here, all in the vegetation waiting for you. All that loot is, it's a grease. Really, I don't want to fight those guys just for a grease loot. So I am going to proceed and just fight my way through with the enemies that I really have to fight. Like I have this guy here on the top. I got two on the bottom. I got a perfumer. And I have another perfumer coming here. You really don't want to fight that beastman. That beastman is a pain. He is a big beastman, and it will take like 5 to 6 shots to kill him. All of this. So there is exalted flesh over here, and I am here. So that I am not going to collect. It's a random drop because I may aggravate that big beast, and he is already coming my direction. I really don't want to fight him, and I run out of FP. Lucky me. So you got my point, right? So those guys are a pain, and now I'll have to just go and get my life back. Also, I want to get my FP and try to fight him, and you can see how hard he hit, right? Not counting that he is going to my life miserable. So really does not worth it. And you can now see why, right? So now that he is gone, I'm going to check what is that perfumer drop. Altus Bloom. So ignore those guys, try not to aggravate them, and just proceed over to this area and take the lift up. So once we are on the top, there will be some enemies that we have to fight, and again, this is getting trickier and trickier. It's not difficult, but you need to be aware of where your enemies are. Otherwise, you may have a surprise. So, a couple of guys out there, and there is one right here. Very hard to see. He is against the same color, and pretty much disguised, and he'll be shooting arrows at you once you start fighting those guys, and you come just running at them, right? So once you dispatch those guys, collect the talisman here, and before you proceed, again, there will be a knight right here on the left side shooting big arrows at you. So if you try to fight him melee, he is a knight, and he has really good armor. So I'm going with, well, once I get my FP back, I'm going to keep on hitting him with Comet. Yeah, and he will stagger you with those arrows. And if you just run and face those knights, see, he is going to hit you with arrows, and between him and the knight, you are going to be dead. So just move on. Now that you have him, you can just hit the knight. Alright, so he actually dropped something. Let's see. Oh, we got a Leyndell Knight armor. Beautiful. Anyway, so once this is done, let's move on. There will be a beetle here on the left side. This beetle is interesting because it's going to turn into a big beetle. So hit and come out here once he explodes, and it does his kick. You can kill for a Somber 6, and let's move on. So let's top up and keep on going. Once we hit this area here, there is a couple of things of importance. If you keep on moving to the right, which is going to be southeast, this is the entrance to the Divine Tower. From here you get to the Divine Tower. I'm not going to get in there. There is a boss in there, kind of a double omen killer in the dark. I don't want to fight those guys. I don't need to go into the Divine Tower at the moment, so I'm not really worried about that. But if you want to do it, that's the way to. What I wanted to do is take the elevator and pay attention here to the southwest piece of it. There will be an entrance, and we will need to go back up and drop right there to collect some loot. So that jump is not easy, but we make it. But if you fall, most likely you will not die, and you're going to see why. So just get in there. and collect the Blade of Calling. And from here, don't be afraid. You will not die, I promise you. Just drop. And now we are out and in this new area here. And from here, before I touch the side of grace, I am just going to collect this loot. Another fire grease. And just sit down here at the side of grace in the Forbidden Lands. And I'm going to rest here. So folks, make sure that this is morning. There is a night cavalry that spawns right here on the beginning of this track, and you want to make sure that it's morning. I really don't want to fight that night's cavalry. There is nothing that the night's cavalry is going to add to me, although it does has a pretty cool Ash of War, but really I don't want to fight it. This area is very foggy. The fog is very dense. There is nothing here that I really want, and I'm marking my path right here, so I kind of know where I'm going. So the path make a curve where there is a kind of a fight in here, so we'll need to make sure that we are progressing here because the fog is dense. So with that, the first thing I'm going to do is that there is a Golden Rune 7 on the side, and that will also trigger some militiaman that is on the top of it. You can see, so the vulgar militiaman is all over this place, and they are a pain. So just go and hop on torrent, pick up that Golden Rune, and keep on going in the direction of this. Okay, that's why we mark. There are plenty of vulgar militiamen in here, but as long as you go kind of east, you should be going in the right direction. So be careful with those jumps. And the poison, of course. Don't worry too much about the poison. We're going to clean it up very soon. Just be worried about the vulgar militiamen, because they are a pain. And also, you don't need to worry about the beetles. The beetles are not really a kind of a problem. All you need to do is collect the golden seed, and right after the golden seed, we're going to see, the next area, and that's where we need to be careful. Okay, so from here, you can see the Stake of America right here, and that is where we need to pause because we need to fight the boss ahead of us. So this boss is the Black Blade Kindred, is a gargoyle. He hits hard, he is fast, and he is going to come right after us. So first thing I need to do here is get rid of this poison. And we do have some boluses. So now we need to top up and get ready for this fight. So when we cross a threshold here, we will see that we can invoke our spirit ashes. And I am going to go with the skellies just because the skellies can kind of come back from the dead, and we'll keep the gargoyle busy while I can work on him with my sorceries, right? So I'm going to start using kind of a mix of rock sling because I hope I can pretty much get a critical after 3 or 4 hits on the gargoyle. He has very, very high poise. So we'll try that, and then we'll swing all the way to Comet and see how it goes. So let's go do that. Bring in the skellies. Buff up. And let's go for the fight. Come on, Skellies. So once the gargoyle has the Skelly's attention, let's try to hit the gargoyle with the sling. And we got a critical. Come on, guys. Oh, I missed the critical. So now let's swing. The Skellies should be coming back. And they come back. Boy, the gargoyle is... Okay, he hit me, and you can see how hard he can hit, right? Alright. Come on, gargoyle. And the gargoyle is done, folks. So we got the gargoyle Black Blade and the gargoyle Black Axe. And better, we can proceed right over here on this area, and that's what we're going to do. Don't go on the opposite direction. So now we can go up and take the lift, get to the site of grace right here, and finally get to the lift. Proceed to the consecrated snowfields and the mountaintop of the giant. So, couple of things. There is a couple of loose loot in here, right to the side. There is some grease. I'm just going to collect that because I am here, right? So, why not? And now we need to go down into this area, so I'm not going to worry about it. So let's go back on the elevator, show the medallion, and I'm going to skip the cutscenes. Feel free to watch it. And now we are for sure right here on the consecrated snowfield. First thing I'm going to do is to collect the map, and now we're going to sit at the site of grace, talk to Yura right here.
Finally, the Tarnished. Oh my, I fear that you will well. As for his flesh, I hope you can make your peace.
If you want his set, you can just go ahead and kill him. I don't do that, so I really don't need his set for anything. So I'm going to rest here, enjoy my runes, finally level up to level 30. And we're going to wrap up this episode right here and get ready to explore the consecrated snowfields and the mountaintop of the giants. So here is our invasion. We're going to be heading there probably in 1 or 2 episodes so we can wrap up this whole Volcano Manor deal. But for now, folks, this is it for this episode. If you're enjoying this content, I would appreciate if you give the video a thumbs up. And why not subscribe for the channel for more content like this. I'll see you in the next episode.